Okay.
So this is exactly before you go to the business, this is exactly they want to see the slide, because business is always slide centric. Business don't know the technology. They do not need to know technology. So that's the reason we follow the same approach, so you can understand why it is important, and you follow the same. That's fine. And this everybody will accept you. Everybody will take you. Oh, he's very formal. That's good. Okay, go ahead. So we have latest feature and changes on Agile-NM based on the user story. We brought a couple of changes on the UI and add some features. Feature and changes, new UI design in the sign-in. So you guys see that UI is different now, right? After 45 minutes, things will be different. You guys will see the new magic will happen. Okay, means new user, you guys will see. Project administrator, all the permission will be true by default when creating a new project. As for Hannah, what happened when she created a project, she's the owner. By default, she gets all the permission. When a project can have a multiple admin. When she added me as an admin, I was not getting all the permission by default. So that was a bug. So that this has been fixed as well from last Sunday to this Sunday. And the user can see any test case information in full screen view. Aisha knows the pain point. Aisha Javed. She actually tested our what is called the testing tools in the Agile-NM. It is very unfriendly. So now we made it friendly. Once the user click the full view, you guys will see that as well. We'll show you. User can convert CSV to JSON, CSV to XML, BCF to CSV file. The August, all you guys know, we are creating the converter tools, right? You guys know this. You remember all the converter tools? Yeah. So we added 3 more tools: CSV to JSON, CSV to the XML, BCF to CSV. I use the BCF every day for my business. When people call me, I store their number on the iPhone, then I download it. It is BCF. I need to convert into CSV so that we send the text message to the student. So I use this. If there is a business needs. So I build my own tools. Continue next one, please. So that's the previous UI. This will be the new UI. Continue. Things are faster. Go. So that's the code base. Markup JSX, CSS. Let me answer this. Oh, you go ahead, please. That's not me. I shouldn't talk about you thing. Go ahead, please.
Okay. So for the login page, as we use JavaScript framework like Next.js. So in Next.js ecosystem, we called the markup, actually the HTML, JSX. So JSX means actually we can write HTML in JavaScript. So that's the terminology actually. And for the design section, I use the SAS preprocessor. So we can write CSS by nesting, like inside this class, we can write.
So this is both fully for the front-end developer, they're the core primary responsibility. Okay, go next one, please. So this is the sign up, the old interface in the left, new interface in the right. Thank you. Look at this, though no functionality is changed. So UI, you can make up, can be changed anytime, but not the backend. Lesson learned, right? Remember this. That's the power. You are learning the real software development. API has not changed. Your UI changed, means your makeup color can be changed anytime, but your backend logic is fine. That's what happened. You see this? See, it just changes. Nothing else is going to change. Okay, go ahead, next one. And again, that's the code.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The similar process for the sign up, like we are just increasing the input field. I mean, for the JSX and the SAS.
Sure. So the question is now you see go back to the UI place. So this UI is developed by the UI designer. Okay. So when he designed, what is the format, Pratik, PNG or what?
No, it's a SVG file.
SVG.format file. Okay. Yes. So it's a picture format file. So go to the next one. picture format file need to be converted, and that conversion happen with the this. You got the picture SVG format, you need to convert it the web page, which is this. That's the reason he has to write the code. You guys did not ask me the what is this, what is that. This is it. Go next one. And this is the previous UI. This is the next UI. Go next. Quick, because you guys are using it. And that's the code. After based on the SVG, he wrote the code.
Yes.
Continue. And that's the previous UI. This is the new UI. Okay, continue. And this is the code. Okay. There is no database. You guys see that? There is no backend. There is nothing backend here. Okay. This is the new reset password UI. This is the old and this is the new. And this is the go back. Continue. And this is the code. Based on the SVG, we wrote the code markup and CSS. CSS says. Okay, continue. Yeah, and then this is the, go ahead, you can explain this.
So before implementing this, we cannot see the full screen view of the test case. Like, so we had like the small input field for the prerequisite and test steps and expected results.
It was not user friendly. You are not able to see more details. The test case was not able to write properly because this is very powerful tools, but they're not the user friendly. So the new UI, you can actually see all the details. The QA can write all the details, test cases, and can see it. So user, the Aisha is very happy on this because she doesn't want to use these tools. She doesn't want to test because it's not user friendly. Literally. She has more testing to be done, but she's not testing this because I know her pain is not user friendly. So it will be done today. Go next.
So
what is this? Full screen viewer code implementation means that's the previous one. So full screen, that's the code. The best model. The specific name is called the model. Okay. Is the full screen is called the model, and that's the reason he actually identified the model here. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. You can explain. You can talk.
Okay, so we use the model component for viewing in full screen, like in 90% width of the full screen. So we are adding some footer and closable property to interact with the model. And this is the actual component we are showing in the screen. So that's all. Actually, in code snippet, it is not possible to view all the code. We are just putting the
exactly. We'll show you. Go back. And that's the conversion, new conversion tool, CSV to JSON, CSV to XML. Continue. This is the new tools. If you guys go to the Agile-NM, you will not see these tools. None of this code has been developed, deployed yet. So this is the validate converter code base. That's the code base. And by the way, this tools is only the front end. This tool, there is no API. Okay, as of now. Continue. And then this is the project administrator code base. Remember, nowadays any project admin will come, new project admin will be added. He will get the by default all the access permission so that he can become an admin as well. Continue.
So for the project administrator, I didn't work on the front end. I had to work on the back end. I just created 2 APIs for that, and this is the actual function for create project, and we'll be seeing the code base after finishing the slide.
Yep.
So that's all for the feature and
nice.
Yes.
Now let's go to the code base. We show the slide so that you guys can actually correlate what is happening.
Okay.
Did you add any of this to the Swagger yet?
Uh, no, actually,
Can you show? I got it. Yeah. Can you show our like the Agile-NM Swagger?
okay, so let me run the project.
Agile-NM we do not implement, we do not show with you guys because you guys barely can handle one project. Okay. Quality assurance and barely can do one project because they even cannot finish that project because this project is large. Agile-NM is more complex. If someone wants to, if you want to become quality assurance for Agile-NM, it can take 2 years for you. Yeah, to ensure the quality. Okay. So look at this, the script, we talk about the script, that's the script. npm run deb. You guys CloudOps does this after the deployment. After deployment and configuration.
So this is
Look at
this.
this. Yep.
So the server just is the root file. So it
Yep.
will run the root file.
So it is the front end running, right?
Oh no, it's the back end. So
Back end,
I'm
okay.
showing the Swagger part.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
So who asked the Rumi, you ask who implement the Swagger? So look at this, the developer. So it is go to the Swagger.
Okay, let
So
me
that's all the
take
endpoint is here.
yes.
You want to change the description, you have to change the description here. You have to add a new endpoint, you have to add new endpoint here. You have to remove the endpoint here, you have to remove the endpoint here. Everything you have to do from the Swagger file. Again, this is the backend software engineer responsibility. So now the local host, because it is on the local host, so you see this. So it is running on a specific, what is called the port number, which is this. So we have many APIs is created, is still not shown on the Swagger, but this is all the API for the Agile-NM. Scroll down. Yes. If you have time, there is hundreds of the API for the Agile-NM. Yeah, we'll do. Say that so that you don't think that that's all the backend. So you guys doing all this front end, that's actually the Swagger, means all the API. And we will be adding, as we are adding more functionality, all the endpoint need to be added on the Swagger so that the users, means the development team, can get the experience. All right, thank you. Continue, please.
Okay,
And you
so
wanted to show your code base, yeah. So for the Agile-NM, 2 developer actually works. The converter developed by the one developer, and Pratik is developing the front end, also developing the back end, is wherever is needs. Remember, for the project user story, project permission, he was working on the back end, and he created 2 API. And the requirement was as a project manager, as a product owner, when I am added in a project as an admin, I do not have all the access permission. That was the issues. So then the 2 API has been created to fix these issues. So now, if I make you the admin on any project, you will by default get all the access permission. Means you can control that project. Before this API, it was not working. So because of Farhana was the admin and I was the admin, but I am not able to do anything because it just denied me. So then we had to fix it. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm running the front end code base, so the same script. So we run it. So you can see that it is started on a server like 8002 port.
Yep.
So I have to go
and you
to.
also saw there is a word deb, as for the CloudOps. So when you build initially code base, you always run in the development mode so that you can try it out, make sure it is working fine. There is a 2 mode. One is dev mode, one is prod mode. So once you build and run, just to try it out, make sure it is working, it's all as dev mode. So that's what he did. Okay.
So if I go to the sign page, so we can see that it's a new UI.
So you see the local host now, all these changes on the local host. Look at this. Look at the URL, local host. If you go to the Agile-NM, none of this implemented yet. Means none of this deployed yet.
If I compare with the Agile-NM, so like.
Yep. See this?
So,
That's the UI currently. But we'll deploy, we'll be pushing the new code so that we'll change the new, actually the new UI. Fancy, right? You guys are all the engineers now.
so we can also create with a new UI.
See, all the local host shows because he's, so which computer you find out all the information? Developer, because that's his computer, everything is running. Make sense? So from here to where it goes? To the GitHub. Then who takes over? CloudOps takes over. Then they deploy this code to where? Test environment, development environment, or staging environment. Where to start? Start with the test environment. Testing team, once a test environment deployment is complete testing has to happen. And then once the testing team says, then it is going to the staging. Staging, once staging verification is done, then the actual deploy to the production, it happens midnight or at night. Why? Because the production has a less traffic that time. So you want to make sure we do not interrupt the live traffic. That's the reason the production deployment always happen in the evening, in the midnight, in the late night, because we do not want any interruption on the system. Thank you. Go ahead. So he's showing on the everything local host.
So you can see the reset password page, and also we have OTP send page. So okay, we can log in for the next feature. Like,
yep, so you guys can see. Okay.
So for the test is I can
You go to the project.
yes.
Are you connected with the staging or the production? I can't remember.
No, it's
Okay.
production.
Okay.
So I have to
Go to the testing tools so you can see the details. So see everything current situation, then you will know. Tools validation, currently the new tools are not here because this is you will see here the new tools, but in the production there is no new tools because we did not deploy yet.
Yes.
So BCF, all these tools are here in the local machine.
So
And as remember, there is, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
We can convert a CSV file into JSON, like convert, select the file. So I'm choosing a CSV file.
Yep.
So we can convert it. So we can see that.
See, how cool is this? Many time validation team, CloudOps team, they all need all this kind of tools. See, so that's the reason we need this, all the tools. So you guys can try it out yourself. And there is a JSON validator. CloudOps team, if you mess up anything in the Postman payload, you can validate in the JSON. There is a JSON validator here too. So all these tools is needed for everybody. Test case template.
So, okay.
I think they saw the screenshot. You're fine. You can deploy the code. Let's push. Yeah, you guys saw the screenshot. To give the show and tell, it takes time. Why? Because you have to prepare the environment. And that's the reason show and tell is a task. To give the show and tell, he needs to actually spend couple hours to get everything ready so he can give the show and tell to the business. And that's the reason he gave the screenshot.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Should,
You're good.
should I show the project creating part with the?
Yes. That part is important. Yeah, look at that part.
Okay, so I'm logging into the production as a
Production.
just to create a project and see the allow section.
So the issues is that whoever create the project, they become an admin. He or she can do anything in this project. But when they add someone in the project, that person cannot do anything, even though this person is also an admin. So this is a bug. So that's the one we fixed it.
So let's create a project in the test organization like test 6 test description. So if I hit save, so if I go to the test 6 project in the project setting, permission and then project administrator, we can see that by default it is deny.
You see this? By default, it is all denied. That's a bug. But after the code apply, you will see once you do the same thing, all allow. Because admin should be allowed. Why admin is denied, right? That's the problem. Okay.
Yes. So I'm running the backend and front end concurrently, so we can see the feature now.
Okay.
So let's create a project for this.
Okay. Project settings, go to the project settings. And then permissions, project admin.
So you can see that
Because code is already like in the production as well.
no, actually, we are running in localhost concurrently.
Oh, in the local host, the same functionality has been run in the. Oh, sorry, because we saw on the production Agile-NM. So he ran on the local host that the fix he has been made.
Yes.
Because the finally we will be actually start deploying now. We'll be actually pushing the code, right?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. Now they start the fun part.